Hey friends, Pastor Brooks here. Well, the epistle to the Ephesians by the Apostle Paul is one of the richest texts that we have. It is full of beautiful gospel doctrine and also full of instructions and commandments for the church. And one of my favorite commandments, as it were, to the church is found in Ephesians 5, starting in verse 19. He says, "Address one another in psalms and hymns and spiritual songs, singing and making melody to the Lord with your heart, giving thanks always and for everything to God the Father in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ." And so when we sing together as a congregation, we aren't just filling up part of the liturgy of our service, but we are obeying God. God created music. God created song. It's a language He's given us to express deeper the things that we love and cherish most. And even in Ephesians, it shows us how it edifies and it binds the church together, even as a community. Well, to continue to help us in this process as we mature as a church and as we even grow in the beauty and the depth of our singing, I want you to mark your calendar, because on Saturday, July 10th, from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at me and Laura's house, we have a special treat. Dr. Joshua Drake is going to come and he's going to give us a lecture, a talk called Congregational Singing as Communication. And Dr. Drake is well-versed in the church's history of hymnody. He's a musician and singer himself, and an incredible teacher. And I asked him just to give us a few sentences on what this time is going to look like. What's kind of the thesis of his talk. And he said this: "Modern people are unusual in that we do not regularly use singing as a vehicle for verbal communication, except perhaps when we sing happy birthday to you." Well, when St. Paul wrote about singing to the churches at Ephesus and Colossae, however, he spoke to people for whom communicative singing was already a part of their normal life. All he had to do was to remind them to use this commonplace tool for teaching and admonition. Much of the modern confusion surrounding congregational singing can be resolved if we recall the way singing was naturally used by normal people before the era of public broadcasting. Not as an emotion machine, nor as a thing of aesthetic contemplation, but as a vehicle for our words. So I am really thankful to have Dr. Drake in our midst. We'll open the doors at 9. We'll have some coffee and some fellowship, and then his talk will actually start at 9:30, and we'll learn from him for a bit, and then end with a hymn singing of our own. So I hope you can make it. It's going to be July 10th, Saturday, from 9 to 11 at our home. So God bless you, saints, and I hope to see you there.